Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. But listen, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis in the market. Let's dive into Bitcoin, guys. We're here on the 1-hour chart. If you've been following the updates, you've been following the Twitter, you know what we have going on here. If you're new to the updates, new to the Twitter, we can backtrack just a little bit here. We were tracking our range-bound price action. We had price pump back into our range up here from the beginning of February, and we were kind of working our way through all these price levels and essentially just retraced this whole pump. I mean, essentially to where we started this pump is now where we've retraced to back here at a yellow line that we're very familiar with here at 38439, guys. And now we've re-entered this channel here. And I gave the update on Twitter last night where now that we've re-entered this channel, we could see some type of price action where we get stuck in between support of our yellow line in the top line of our channel here. Do y'all see that descending blue line right here where we're kind of creating this, sideways triangle pattern here? And I kind of drew this little path right here. And I illustrated that where if we back out to like an 8-hour chart here, and I know it's kind of jumbled with all our lower time frame price action drawings here, but if y'all look, every time that we've broken back into this channel since it started in, the beginning of December, ever since we've came out of it, and went above it and broke back down into the channel, we never got back out of that until at minimum the bottom line of the channel was tested. Y'all see that? So we broke in here. We were never able to escape back out until price at minimum came down to the bottom line, sometimes even lower, much lower. Same situation here, right? Once we entered the channel right here, we were never able to escape until at minimum the bottom line of the channel was met. So we'll see if that trend continues here, where we can't, escape out of this, where, we just maybe have some wicking up. What I'm personally looking for is that we got so overextended here on our move down here, similar to our move up, right? Where we got so overextended on our move up that we just kind of did some sideways and then had a, pump up. But if we look right here, I could foresee that we, maybe come back and give this red line a back test here, where if we can start getting back above the line of this channel, right, where if we see price actually start to reclaim that line, we could potentially see price come back and retest this level. We're on all the way down here. We had price, fall down from support, or from previous support, fall down to our next support level, back test resistance, fall down to our next support level, back test resistance, fall down to our next support, back test resistance, same thing. And on the red line, we kind of got some type of, little tiny back test right here, but nothing significant. So I could still see, price kind of leveling out here, perhaps giving this red line one more back test, potentially before we see any further downside, guys. And we would have to reevaluate what price action looks like once we would get back up there. But that's just one other scenario that I foresee right now. If we look at the RSI, I was updating this on Twitter on the 1-hour RSI, where we got extremely overextended down here and extremely oversold. And this was the lowest point since December 3rd. Okay. And you can see that even when I updated, I said, we need to do some sideways action. We need to do some type of, retracement, something to get a little bit of relief here. And you can see that even just this tiny bit of sideways action where it's, only traveled within, less than $1,000 range or so, how much that already reset the RSI right here. So, we're already come, back up significantly here on the RSI relative to where we were at just from this little bit of sideways action. So that just shows that, we don't need a huge pump right here to reset that RSI or reset those oscillators, right? It could just be some sideways action right here before any potential further downside. And obviously if we find support right here, we could see, further upside, right? If we start holding on to this yellow line, like I said, we start reclaiming the top line of the channel and come back up here to retest this level, if price can get back above here, then that would be great to see some type of reversal where we're coming back up here. But that doesn't seem likely, because what I was, also updating on in previous Bitcoin updates was that, when we had this huge pump right here, at the very most, we needed to come back and retest this red line. There's really no reason for Bitcoin to come back below this red line if we were going to see that bullish continuation in the market in our foreseeable future. And that's kind of the same story here on Total Crypto Market Cap, and I've been updating y'all on this as well, where we broke out of our higher time frame pattern here, okay? If we zoom it out to like a one-day chart, again, I know it's kind of jumbled with the drawings, guys, but you can see our downtrend here, that we've been in a consistent downtrend since the beginning of November, okay? And this line, this white line y'all see right here is proved as resistance each and every time, where we finally try to have a break. This is the first time that we had an actual break of this line here, and actually potentially try to hold it. But, when we came back to back test the line here as support, we fell back to our local uptrend line here in the yellow line, back tested this level as resistance, which this is now a huge confluence of resistance that I have marked for y'all, and then started working our way back down to our support levels down here. And like I was saying, where Bitcoin could possibly have a retracement back up to that red line before any further downside, that could be supported here on total crypto market cap, where we've now fallen down. We, trickled down below the support level, now come back up, potentially reclaiming this level of support. So if we extend out this, green box here, if we were to see price action hold this level right here, we could potentially be looking at some small long positions that we could potentially write up should we back test this green box here that we never really did. Okay, do y'all see that, where we fell down from support, had some type of back test, fell down from support, try to come up here and back test, but like I was saying, this is just now a huge confluence of resistance here, so it didn't even make it up here. But when we fell down through the green box, there was no back test here, so you could still expect price action to come back up here, back test this level as resistance, and like I was saying, guys, that would be in confluence with Bitcoin potentially coming back here and back testing that red line that never really got that back test. Y'all see how that would work? So that's what I'm potentially looking for. If we come back down here to this yellow line again, I'll probably look at some longs. Otherwise, I'd be waiting for a push up here to this red line to potentially look at any shorts. Obviously, you have to make sure price action and everything looks correct at the time. But that's what I'm currently looking at, guys. That's what the market looks like. If we zoom out a little bit, if y'all remember, I gave y'all those potential technical targets off the trend-based fib, where if we take our highs down to our lows here and back up to our highs, if this downtrend or this move down again were to prove true, we could be looking at a technical target again all the way down to 34,000, guys. So that doesn't have to happen. I'm not saying that exactly will happen, but based off the fibs, that could potentially happen. Just like when we had technical targets to the upside that were met, right? When we take our high down to our low. Sorry, we can go from, let me move from our back down to our low here. Sorry, guys. And then down to our lows here. And you can see that we had technical targets to the upside of approximately $43,000 right there that was met when we came up and hit the top of the range right there, guys. Y'all see that? So that's how we can find some potential technical targets. And they don't always have to be met, like I said, guys, but that could be met should this downtrend, continue to prove true, guys. So that's what we're looking at in the market, guys. If you found the video helpful, throw a like, throw a comment. Thanks for watching, guys.